Hi, this is Dr. Rubenstein, and I am in Troy, New York, and we are looking at an area that has changed a great deal over a period of time. I am on the corner of Liberty Street and River Street. Hold on, let me turn this around here. River and Liberty. The building that you're looking at was on the 1904 Sanford Fire Maps, and it was a Troy Gas Company Electric Department. We'll take a closer look at that. This parking lot actually was public school number 9. Sat in here. Across the road was the let's see here, lumber sheds right over there, and the Amalgamated Gum Company, their printing plant, was over there where the cookie factory building is. So we're going to walk around here a little bit. Now, walking up this way, what we would have found is we're walking up towards Division Street, and what we would have found over there would have been lumber yards, coal yards, things of that nature. Ferry Street is up there also. That's where the bridge is, and the tunnel that comes in is just a little bit farther up. This is Division Street coming up here. Now, Division Street was called that. There was Division Street and what they call now Grand Street, which was Grand Division Street, separated the VanDerHeyden property. Now, the northern portion of it was owned by Jacob I. VanDerHeyden, I should say. The middle part was Jacob D. VanDerHeyden, and this southern part was Matthias VanDerHeyden. And he owned this area from here all the way to the Poestenkill. This is a synagogue here. And I'm not sure the name of it. There's a couple of synagogues. This one, I think, is the oldest of them. Now, this is Division Street here. And again, this was all, at one time, all family homes. Now, Division Street got separated up. They used to have the Congress Street Bridge, and then they took the Congress Street Bridge out. They put in the Ferry Street Tunnel and the bridge. So we're walking up here, and up this way, we're coming up to First Street, I believe. Now, Front Street's down over there, and Front Street goes underneath and sort of disappears there into that park. This is part of Russell Sage here. Now, on Division Street, we had the United Tractor Company over on this spot here, and the other side was a machine shop. Then the rest of this was all houses. So we're walking up to First Street here. Russell Sage College is north on First Street. There's a little park. So this is Division Street, and again, this was the dividing line between some of the VanDerHeyden property. That goes up towards Russell Sage College. Division Street here. That corner over there was the School of Music. And the rest of this was all homes, much like these brownstones that you see here. And this is fairly typical, some spots in Troy. Just quiet. You can see these are some of the old sidewalks here. They've obviously been replaced in spots, but you can see this old slabs of slate. And you can see some of the buildings. Now, this is interesting. Look at this here. I'm just going to go up these steps here. Troy Hysterical Society. Jacob von Hoogvloem, 1864 to 1909, inventor of time travel. Lived here in 2248. Interesting. Interesting. This is an apartment building now. But this has been here for a period of time. You can go all the way back to the 1904 maps, and this building is here. Now, if you want to know more about von Hoogvloem, what you need to do is read the description below. And this has always been open here. This has always been a little open garden when you look back at the maps. This has always been open. Security cameras in use. That's quite all right. So this has changed a great deal because that was all homes. That parking lot was homes. In the other corner was the public school. This is St. John's Church. In-person and video streamed worship. So this here is Liberty Street. We can walk up a little bit up here. Regardless of what some people might want to say, Troy is kind of a nice place to live. I enjoy living here. Little alleys, things of that nature. Now, there's some places I might not want to walk in the daytime, but here we see an alley. Right there. Pretty typical of the alleys that you find in Troy. Quiet, peaceful. We'll walk over this way a little bit too. Now again, this was all homes in here. Yes, as you get closer towards the river, you are going to find more industry, as we found on Front Street. And really, this was all lumber yards or lumber companies all the way to the river from River Street on. I'm guessing, but I think Russell Sage probably owns that parking lot. Again, I'm guessing. I don't think it's the synagogue. And again, here you can see old sidewalks. Very possibly from the 1800s. Now, this is the First Street alley, and it used to go, well, right through here. You can kind of still see it. It kind of disappears in the parking lot. This is the First Street alley. We already mentioned about this building being here from the 1904 maps. Sanford Fire Maps. Muddy Flats. Maybe that's their spot now where they work out of. And this is all changed, all this from here to the river. Lumber yards, coal pits, well, not pits, but coal storage, place to unload. This is Riverview Park. And I think this in particular was lumber, if I remember right. There's going to be maps all through here, and I'm mentioning it just this time now, but you will find all types of maps about the area. Yeah, Russell Sage. So yeah, this is probably all owned by Russell Sage for their students. A park with geese. Interesting, there's the Hudson on the other side of the park. That is Waterville over there. And you get a better shot of this area. Division Street to Liberty. Right in there would have been Front Street. And then this is River Street here. This is a strange mix of college students and what we would want to call them, counties. Now here's part of Front Street here that comes back through. So we will continue a little bit down through Front Street here just to see what we can see. But again, Front Street would have come right straight through here. Same as the other part of Front Street, all industrial, all going up to the river. And even today, it's all industrial. I don't know if we'll see any docks out here or something of that nature. The original maps I had, I didn't go this far south, but I'll put something in for this part of Troy, because I really stopped at Liberty. But for this part here, you'll see some switching maps, I guess, if you want to think of it that way. There's the Hudson. Waterville over there. The Ferry Street Bridge, I guess, is what they call that now. C.D. Perry. Well, when I started this vlog, I hadn't planned on walking down through this way, but we've looked at other parts of Front Street. We might as well look at this part of Front Street too, as long as we're doing this. And let me walk over this way. Now, not casting any dispersions on the area, but I don't know if this would be an area I would want to walk around at night. Just saying. Keep out, not a problem. You can see all rail lines that used to come through Washington and Front Street. So there was a rail line there Protected, keep out. Not a problem. So this is Washington Street. Up there is a fairly exclusive park. We're going to do something on that too. And this was all factory sites. I will have a map for this area. River of Music. Unicorns are real and everywhere. Parishes and... Parishes? Don't know. Interesting though. And this was obviously a warehouse at one time. That gate's open, but I see no reason to go in there. This was an old warehouse, quite obviously. Oh, a rodent running down the street. And again, I will have maps. A lot of cut stone here. Huh. Well, let's see what we can do here. Well, we'll give it a shot. What do we got to lose, right? Now, this was obviously an old warehouse or something at one time. This looks like it was a shipping dock. Again, I will said this a couple of times now already, but I'll put maps up. That was a furniture store, and I can't remember what it was. But that was a furniture store right there at one point. But this was all warehouses and things like that in through here. Oh, steps. Very nice. Now we're back on River Street. I wish I could remember the name of that. But River Street ends pretty sort of kind of right there. We'll go down farther sometime on that too. But we're walking back up here on River Street. Lots of interesting things here. But you can see how industrial this area was at one time. Now that has apartments in it. But this end is pretty much open. This is Washington. We are just at the other end of Washington on Front Street. I don't know. There's a number of streets with presidential names going south. And this is the cookie factory. I'm not sure what it was originally. Nor do I know what that building was originally. And that's the local substation. Well, I hope you like the walk around. If you want to know about that guy who was a time traveler, check out the description below. And I'll have other things about the area there also. So please, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, tell others, leave a comment, tell me what you think about this. And I hope you enjoyed the walk. And it's a little more than I had counted on originally, but here we go. Local motorcycle enthusiast. So with that, you just have a good day. Our community, our commitment. Very nice. Talk later. This is Dr. Rugenstein. Thank you for watching. I really, truly appreciate it. Please help me reach 5,000 subscribers. Have a good day.